The keynote speaker for today's event is a professor of economics at New York University in the US. He is director of NUY Africa House, director of the Center for Technology Development, and co-director of the Development Research Institute. He was a former provost of New York University. In 2009, he was awarded the Frontiers and Knowledge Award on Economic Development Cooperation. He is the current chair of the Econometric Society's Africa Regional Standing Committee. He is an accomplished and well-respected academic with many publications to his name. Our keynote speaker is Professor Yao Nyahu, an alumnus of the Department of Economics, University of Ghana. Prof. Nyahu, thank you for accepting the invitation to be the keynote speaker for this event.
Okay, so first of all, I stand on all the protocols, and it's really great to be here. I was told to talk about departments of economics and their role in the society, role in the media, role in the world. Let me first ask, I hope my mask is okay, everybody can hear me okay? All right, great. So I'm going to spend a few minutes and tell you about the University of Ghana, Department of Economics. I'm going to be telling you about departments of economics. Perhaps like some of you, I've lived most of my life in economics departments. I'm a product of economics departments, and as they say by revealed preference, I think departments of economics are great. So let's go right into it. When I was 19, I finished my A-levels. I got admitted to the University of Ghana. One of my first memories, I did economics and mathematics, and I was in the mathematics department, and somebody actually came up to me to say, hey, you got admitted into the medical school. What are you doing here? Go. I said, no, this is my heart. This is what I want to do. My family wanted me to be a doctor or an engineer. My heart told me to be economics. So I stayed. I didn't listen to anybody. I think I had one of my nieces in the audience. If there's a message today, go with your heart. Do what your heart tells you. Don't do what other people tell you. So that's the first message I want to give you. I came to the University of Ghana during a very rough period in Ghana's history. Rollins, I think he just came into power. The universities were closed. There was a question as to whether our year group would come early or come later, because they would be rough batches. Thank goodness for me, they decided that I should come earlier, and so they snuck us in. Our undergraduate education was only 2.5 years. Okay? We came in here during economic crisis. I know that some of the professors at the University of Ghana economics department were driving taxis to survive. There were times when there was no petrol. Some of us who lived in close to Marshall Market from the economics department would have to walk all the way there. Okay? So these were tough times at the University of Ghana, but they were also great times and fun times. We enjoyed ourselves tremendously. Our professors were amazingly good to us. I was in economics and mathematics. Mathematics was great to me. At that time, we were back there at ISA. Economics was great to me. And so, again, I thank all the teachers, the professors. You guys made me what I am now. And so I just give you my thanks. I'll Student life wasn't bad either, and there was a bit of economics there as well. I was secretary of the JCR, Junior Common Room. We had lively debates at that time. Suli Garba, I remember him. We were in a powerful hall. He would stand on a chair and we were debating capitalism versus socialism. Those were the fun days. The head of the entertainment committee, Robert Danso, he brought some economics into it. He was a classmate. He's the guy who brought in Ubra, the beer, okay? And so we were the guys who brought in beer into a powerful hall, so those were also good days at that time. Upon graduating, I stayed in the department. I was a national service person assigned to the economics department. Dr. Van Yako, I don't know if he's in the audience, but he was a great inspiration. Mr. Aban, who taught us industrial organization, also a great influence. From there, I went into another economics department. I went to my PhD in the economics department at Cornell University. I was there with Kudututu, a lot of Ghanaians there, and it was again a very wonderful place. We learned quite a bit there, and we all enjoyed ourselves. So, I'm slowly weaving to tell you my experiences in economics departments, and I'm going to use that as a basis to tell you about my views about the way economics departments should move, things they should be doing, how it can help society. So that's where I'm heading. As I said before, all of you should always do, especially the younger people, go with your hearts. I remember when I was graduating, many of my friends decided they were going into the international world, the international organizations. Many people went into the World Bank, the IMF, African Development Bank. Those of us who were going into and staying in economics departments, we were thought of being too academic. Our lives would not prosper. But we stayed, and we enjoyed ourselves, okay? Even though our friends were at that time making a lot of money at the World Bank and international institutions, we decided that this is what we are going to do. So again, those of you who are choosing professions, go with your hearts. Don't follow other people, okay? There are many ways of doing good in the world. As the introduction, I want to thank you for that wonderful introduction. I spent some time as Vice Provost of New York University. We opened up a lot of campuses in different places. One in Ghana, in Abu Dhabi, a very big campus there, in Buenos Aires, Argentina, all across the world. New York University is a very, very, very big global university. I spent some time there, but then my heart was telling me that I should focus more on my work in the economics department, okay? So I left administration, and I became, again, a foot soldier, a professor, just doing my research. That's where I'm the happiest. Some people are good at administration. I wouldn't say I was bad at administration, but my heart was elsewhere, so I left. Since then, I've been doing research with smallholder farmers. So I'm actually now based in a small town called Kumu in the Ashanti region. We Kumu people think we are very important. I don't know about the rest of the world. Most people haven't even heard of Kumu. But in Kumu, we think we are great. We think we're part of the establishment of the Ashanti Empire. And so I'm doing my research there. I was made a chief. Yes. So I am Nana Abuafuahene of the Kumu traditional heritage. My friends here call me Prof. They were calling me Prof since I was in sixth form. I did my sixth form at Jumata. But when I go to Kumu, everybody calls me Nana. Everybody. Makes me feel good, you know? So we started some work with smallholder farmers, maybe because I did my secondary school at Chubak Korea Secondary School. So I have an affinity for smallholder farmers. So we're working with smallholder farmers. We're trying to build markets for them. And recently, one of the things I feel very, very successful about, proud about, is that we lobbied the government to form the Ghana Commodities Exchange. This was a direct result from our research, which just showed that commodity exchanges are a good thing for smallholder farmers. And all of that comes from research. The research that we do, the technical research that we do, the theoretical research that we do, the game theory research that we do. In this alumni conference, I'm actually presenting a paper. And that paper is a search theory model of economics. When you take elementary economics, Economics 101, it'll teach you demand and supply. But something tells me that here in Africa, if you look at our markets, they're not the standard formation markets. They're search markets. Traders go somewhere, farmers go somewhere, in the poor areas, a town called Bodmase, and they try and find each other. They bargain with each other. And that's how prices are formed. It's not this mythical valuation model that we learn. So we have the theory for that, and one of the things I'm doing in the village, I have my research center in Kumu, is study that. So again, as I say to all of you, go with your heart, go with what you think is important. A few general remarks. This is called a tough love. One of the things we have to be careful about in economics, in economic departments, particularly those of us who are working in development, is to be careful we don't allow NGOs and international organizations to dictate our research. They have their agendas. They'll come here and say, today this is the agenda, and here's $100 million. Go do it. And if you're not careful, because of the financial constraints professors, lecturers, teachers are facing, we all rush there. And so you'll find many faculty are unable to stick to one thing and become an expert in it. I myself guilty. There have been times in my long career, grants have come in a particular direction, I'm chasing it. We all need funding, but you have to resist that, okay? So one of the things I will say to you as leaders of departments, get your faculty to stick. Do what your heart tells them. And if at all possible, do things that affect the people here. And let's not just follow other people's agendas. So that's one thing I'd like to say. This is a conversation I've had made very forcefully by Mahmoud Mamdani from Makerere University. This was about a decade ago. I still see it. The NGOization of departments and universities. We need to resist that. The second thing I'd like to say, research is very, very important. So I hear there's a move to make a school of economics, which I support fully. And one of the good things about that is that it enables you collectively to get together, identify yourselves as a school, and get big grants. Okay, so that's one of the things that I think will be very, very important. So the grants are going to be good. Related to the issue of NGOization, I'm going to challenge my alma mater. We need to lean in on the debates going on in economic development. I have to tell you, when you go internationally, there are too few of us from the economics department here, Africans, etc., taking part in the international debates. I just participated in the National Bureau of Economic Research, NBER. A lot of very, very good people there, a lot of great papers on Africa. Many of them were on Ghana. And yet you don't see Ghanaians working on Ghanaian problems. When I was at the University of Ghana, we used to complain about colonialism. We spoke about the Berlin Conference. This was in the 1880s. The Europeans in Europe got together, divided West Africa. They drew the line, Ghana will be here, Cote d'Ivoire will be here, even though Akan people were throughout. And we were complaining that when they were making those decisions, there were no Ghanaians there, there were no Ivorians there were no Ashantis there were no Nzimans there. People abroad were making decisions for us, yes? And all of us hated that. In the field of economics, we should also be careful that as these decisions are being made internationally, we need to be at the seat. Our scholars need to be writing those papers. We shouldn't have a situation where we're looking at food policy, food security, what's happening to our smallholder farmers, and it's happening in Washington, D.C., and none of you are part of that conversation. So if there's anything a Department of Economics should be doing, get our people on those debates, okay? It's very, very important. We don't want to repeat what happened in the Berlin Conference, late 1800s. Today is 2021. We're all smart people. We've got a great economics department. Let's push and take part in that conversation. Another thing I'll also mention, internationalization, the diaspora, brain drain. We're one large family in the intellectual world. It's not Ghanaian economics, American economics, Japanese economics. It's one economics. All of us need to take part of this. Sometimes, too many times, there's this false division. Those who are abroad, those who are here. If you're here, the economics is different. You're supposed to be doing different things. It's one economics. When I look at my past, I remember going to New York University for the first time. Many of you will know Michael Tudaro. Tudaro wrote the textbook on development economics many years ago. I arrived at New York University, and you know the first thing he said to me? He said, you're African. You're working on economic theory. You should not be working on economic theory. You should be doing something softer. Your people are hungry. Why are you doing theoretical economics? That's what he said. And at that time, I was a young, very arrogant person. I just said, F you. I'm not going to listen to you. I do whatever I want. So I just continue. Okay? Again, there's a perception that if you're from Africa, if you're from Ghana or a poor country, you should only do poor things. And your economics should be poor. You shouldn't do serious economics. Why? Isn't it the same economics? It's the same economics, the same demand and supply. So one of the things I just want to stress is let's keep our standards up. Brain drain, diaspora, let's keep talking back and forth. The Department of Economics here is a member of the international worldwide collection of economics departments. All of us, those there, those here, need to be at the table. We're all participants. We should all speak. I'm not sure whether this is what the organizers wanted me to say, but this is what I have to say. Take it or leave it. Again, be bold, be ambitious, listen to your heart. Sometimes your brain messes you up, but if your heart tells you you should do something, go ahead and do it. Do good economics. Think of the things that really help the people you care about, and let's move forward. Finally, the Department of Economics is what made me. I owe a lot to the Department of Economics. Anytime I'm passing by here, it brings back lots and lots and lots of great memories. Okay? A lot of people have helped me while I was here. Robert Danso is my classmate. Roland Akosa, my classmate. We've been friends for 50 years now. I thank them all. I should mention the International Growth Center. They're over by ISA. They've been funding my work. Nisoa, James, Tanti, and Italy, great people. And they do work in economics for Africa. God bless them. So as I end, economics departments are important. Make a school of economics. I can't wait. I think it will be wonderful. And please know that all of us who have benefited from the Department of Economics, we stand ready to help in any way. I think maybe a decade ago, somebody asked me, was it you, Bob, to contribute? I think you wanted a generator or something, so we actually took money out of our pockets to help with that. That's at the basic level. But if there are other things we can help with, we are part of the older generation. I've benefited a lot from the Department of Economics, and I stand ready to give back. So if anybody needs any help from me, anything I can do. My pocket right now is empty, but I'm going to get my wallet, show later on, if there's anything I can help with. So that's it. God bless. I'm really, really happy to be here, and thank you all for listening.